Hey, everyone. It is Jane A with the Let's Get Loud podcast. Hello, Alicia.
Hello, Jose.
Ooh, you know what? This week I leave for Toronto.
Ah,
Yeah, it's a big one. And I'm just thinking about the fact that like we're the third show. So like when we arrive, the mayhem has already started. Apparently it's going to be insane in the city. Like, you know what I mean?
yes.
3 nights in a row.
So she's doing 3 nights in a row in Toronto.
She's doing 6 nights in total, 3 nights, and then 3 nights the weekend after.
Wow.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Wow.
And then she does 3 nights in December in Vancouver, and she has done her Eras tour. Yeah, crazy, yeah.
Time for a little break.
Yeah, good for her. Right now I think she's like cheering on the Chiefs apparently in between because she had like 10 days off between her last show in Indianapolis. That was her last Eras tour. Oh, was it though? And then she's coming to Canada for 6 shows. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I saw her at the Chiefs game. Well up to date over here on all
Oh, the
things.
Chiefs. Yeah, there you go. I'm not, but that's good. I'm supposed to well, by the time you guys listen to this, I'm getting my VIP box um shipped and it's supposed to arrive tomorrow. So like I'm excited.
Hey.
I know. I don't know well, I know what's in it, but I didn't look. I looked a year ago. So I'm like,
Yeah,
oh. So yeah, on Sunday we're gonna do like a bracelet party. So we're making bracelets and we're gonna open up the VIP box when Danika's here. We're gonna wait till she's here. It'll be cute.
that's so special.
Yeah, so hopefully, just fingers crossed, everything goes smoothly and just as it's supposed to go. And I'm still right nervous. I'm not like, people are you excited? I'll be excited when I'm sitting in that seat
Yeah,
and there was no announcement of anything and I made it there. And you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like it's just so many things I'm not in charge of that I'm not in control. So that's why anxiety is a little bit higher.
It's like when you're about to go on a trip and you're like watching the weather.
Yes, exactly. Oh, yes. But like a trip where there's a concert, that's
Yes.
another human's in charge of like
Yes.
being there.
Yeah,
Also like tickets, I get nervous. Even with Pitbull, I'm like, is my Apple Wallet going to do beep?
I
Like,
know.
you know what I mean? Like they could just be like, no, miss, you're not going in. Oh, it's over. You know what I mean? Oh my God, stop.
I think you're good. You're good. You're good. Take a deep
Yeah,
breath.
it's like every day I check Ticketmaster just make sure they're still in my account.
Okay.
It's like when you're driving to the airport, you're still checking if your passport's in your purse.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Okay. I get that.
Yeah. And they only open up the tickets to be printable or like in your Apple wallet 2 days prior to the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like
Because
they,
like probably because scammers or
yes,
something.
yes,
Or
or just they don't want you selling before that period of time a million times. It
right.
becomes like 10 grand by the time it's the day of. Does that make sense?
Wow. Yes. Wow.
Yeah,
The
yeah, because
whole thing.
there's tons of people on the Taylor Swift Toronto group. There's that exists on Facebook.
Okay.
They're intense. But they're like, "Oh my God, I bought, tickets on StubHub, but the person didn't transfer them to me yet. Is that normal?" They say they're going to transfer it 2 days prior. And it's like I'm so happy that's not my situation. Know what I mean?
Are our friends going on the exact same day as you? Like, are you guys
Yes,
all going?
they are. Yes, the
That's
same
funny.
night. Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same night.
Okay.
So yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And the
Okay.
girl
Okay.
that I don't want to say sold me the tickets, but gave me her code so I could
Yeah.
use it. She's going the weekend after. Imagine her. Like, I'm like, are you like having two sets of codes when millions of people are just waiting for a code?
Millions.
But the same person gets two codes. Huh?
Imagine that you have created a community that like like you don't even have to put like you can't just put your tickets for sale. There's a whole system.
It, oh no, no. Isn't
Wow.
that insane? Like, and I still remember when her first shows were in Boston like 3 years ago, and they had that realization, oh shit. Like it broke, like they broke Ticketmaster, like they broke the internet, and then they started this system of
Right.
it's like, oh, there's too many people. They didn't know before the first, imagine
Wow.
the panic.
Oh, wow.
Ticketmaster broke, like it was like crazy. They fucked up. There was like a lot of things. There was drama. And they're like, "Oh, we need a better system." Didn't know that so many people wanted to come see Taylor Swift. Here's the thing. I was thinking about that. It's like multiple generations want to go see her. That's what's happening. You have my mom, so my mom's generation, and you have my generation.
Do you think
You
that
have our
your
kids.
mom really wants to go see Taylor Swift?
Oh
She
my
wants to go
God.
with you guys to Taylor Swift. I don't think there's going to be many people your mom's generation.
I still think it's like a like it's still like and then dads want to go because of their like it's just that like it's not like if my mom goes sees like her generation of music like I don't want to go. You know what I mean? She has like a she's been for here for so long. It's like she's grabbed like obviously our generation, well my gen but like me. And then our kids. So it just makes it so that it's a lot. No.
I think
There's obviously something.
it's also become like like there's nothing more epic than like you surprise your kid with Taylor Swift tickets. Like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like that's become a whole thing in itself.
Yep, yep. And apparently she's created something that night that is special. I don't know what it is. Apparently we'll feel it. Like as
Oh,
in they're like, it's like nothing else. And I'm like, I can't.
okay.
Like I've been to multiple concerts. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. We'll
Well,
see.
we'll
If it's
see.
special, I'll let you know.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Well, that's all very exciting.
Yes. Okay, so you sent me a text this morning that you watched Nadia's losing over 100 pounds and you cried like a baby. What
Yep.
happened?
I put it on the internet. If you want to watch me cry like a baby, you can see it on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
I
What triggered it?
well, first of all, I think it's my hormones
Okay, yes. I
are like this.
yes.
We can talk about that after too. But I don't know. It's just like I guess maybe because Nadia often just coaches in the French community group.
Right.
And so it's like I don't really like hear her talk that often in English. And she just was talking about like how she felt when she joined and she just wanted to stop the gain and she didn't want to hit 300 pounds and just, how she was feeling like her body wasn't allowing her to like fully live her life. And I just like, oh,
It was a
and
lot
it was a lot. And just like, not just like how she was feeling, but like now look where she is.
for like years. Like she has like gained so much life. Like she's, you know what I mean? Like I think she joined what 7 years ago. Like it's
I
been a
think she
while.
joined at the same time as me. I think so. I think it's like almost 10 years.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, she is incredible. And like her language and like there's a reason why we asked her to do that. And also just so connected, like just like, yeah, I can see how that is like touching.
And I'm just so maybe like proud or excited or grateful that we have that service or offer to our members. Like I can just imagine if you are watching and you are, you know, feel like you have that amount of weight to take off your body, how it must be incredible to listen to someone speak from experience.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you're following her 7 session series of how, losing over 100 pounds and her experience and her advice and um it like it's definitely there's nothing like it. Like I can't because I didn't have 100 pounds to lose, like, and I didn't want 100 pounds to lose. There's that special, like, oh my God, like this girl used to weigh close to 300 pounds and here she is, and blah, blah, blah. That connection, right? That inspiration is very important. You feel hopeful. And there's nothing like living that experience. And I think that's what makes Your Weight Loss so special is that not only have we lost weight and we're coaching people how to lose weight their way because we are doing it our way, proving it every day, blah, blah, blah. We're still connected to what that means to us and the real change that needs to be made. And it's not about just living in a thinner body or a smaller body and actually losing the weight. It's actually us focusing on optimizing our lives all along the way. And we're still doing that today. And that what we did to lose the weight is still something like what we did mentally, right? Like the approach is still the same today while we're not losing weight. And so the value of that, like the value of, oh, okay, what I do now is what I'll be doing when I'm maintaining and not separating both journeys. Because I feel like a lot of programs do separate the journeys. Let's lose weight and then let's figure out how to maintain. But honestly, what really matters to maintain, which is what people want to maintain their weight and want to feel connected, that is needed when you're losing your weight. Know what I mean? Like you can't put that aside for weight loss.
Most programs don't even talk about maintenance. They're like, "Okay, you're done.
Is there
Bye."
a weight loss program? I see.
Yeah,
I
they're
see.
a weight loss program,
Yeah.
right? So their like only intention is to help you create weight loss.
Honestly, if people sell you like a 6 week shred or a 6 weeks whatever, like they're not thinking about beyond that point, right? That conversation. And you need to like you're the responsible adult. That needs to be like what happens after, you
Yeah,
know?
you need to have your own back in this situation.
Oh, yes.
You need to be the adult.
Yes, you do.
Anyway, so if you guys haven't, been up to date on kind of what's going on behind the scenes at Your Way Weight Losses, we have three different journeys going on. It's a choose your adventure type situation. And Nadia is doing losing weight over 100 pounds. Jose is doing kickstart your weight loss. And she was like, I don't know if you're going to like this or not, but like, what was their homework for week one?
They needed to lose weight this week.
And I was like, yeah,
That's
because
touching.
you signed, that's what they signed up for. Like you signed up for Kickstart My Weight Loss Journey. So like you're ready.
And honestly, if you cannot choose weight loss the first week that you wanted weight loss on week one, we need to reflect on that. Right. So that was the whole point, was that if you're going to commit, and they needed to like make that decision, right? I'm going to commit, I'm going to do this homework, because you can choose to say, I'm not doing this homework as well.
Yeah.
But if you say, yeah, I'm okay, yeah, Jose, right, I'm going to choose weight loss this week, I'm going to give myself access. They needed to write a list of behaviors as well that gives them access to weight loss and look at it every day. Because if you're just like, yes, I want weight loss, but you can't connect to what that means to you in your life, what that looks like, that's going to be harder. So I wanted them to write a list of the behaviors that give them access to weight loss in their lives and go for it and actually achieve that. I also like, and then let's assess how that went, because what an interesting conversation. I'm excited for tomorrow to see, like, okay, I didn't do it. Like, as in, like, if someone comes in and is like, I committed to weight loss, I was committed to doing these behaviors and I didn't do them. There is something to be said about that. Because if week one, you couldn't choose it, you didn't want it on week one. Like, I understand week seven, sometimes it's like, oh, I'm getting tired, I need to adjust because this is getting a lot. It kind of sucks. We need to make it not suck. That's really important, right? But it shouldn't suck week one. And if it does, you still need to stick to what you said you did and then assess and then make changes. And so that's what I wanted them to do. So I said to them, it's not going to be like, there are times where shit gets hard. I wanted them to mark down, that was also a part of their homework, mark down when shit gets hard. As in, like, oh, I was out to dinner, shit got hard. Like, that was a little harder for me to like be conscious or be intentional about weight loss at this time. Or shit got hard on Sunday or whatever. Like, it's like I want them to like kind of connect to when shit got hard. How did they react and why was it so hard? And did they still get weight loss with what they did? We tend to think that like weight loss is hiding behind this like mountain of hard decisions, and but it can be like full of pretty smooth sailing and a few little bumps and you still get weight loss, right? And a few little bumps, by that I mean you made choices that don't give you weight loss, but you still got it, right? Because it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to
Exactly.
always have choose weight loss to get weight loss, to be honest.
And I love the language here too. It's like you didn't choose it. Like
Oh
it
yeah, no, we're not gonna be fucking around about that. Yeah.
like it all comes down to us not sitting in the victim mentality and
Yeah.
us with our CEO mindset, us owning all of our choices and our decisions, and us really looking at our life from the lens of like, I'm in control.
Yeah.
Like
Because
if you don't
honestly,
feel
like,
in control of your own life, you don't feel like you have access to make changes that can impact your life,
what are you doing?
what are you doing? Where
Why
are
are we
we?
here?
Why are we here? How did we get here?
Yeah, exactly. And really there's only three categories. There's category one, someone that's like, I committed to weight loss and I got it and I did the shit and I did the things and now I'm reflecting on how that made me feel. Was that sucky? Because we want to make sure that weight loss doesn't suck. That's really important to me. And then there's the person that is like, I committed, but I didn't. Like, I didn't do the thing, right? We need to reflect on that. Do you even want weight loss? Because this was week one and you couldn't commit to it. And we need to have that conversation, okay? And then kind of focus on like what's happening, and that week two is not less than week one. It's not as important. It's here and it's still like there's things to learn from that. And then the third possibility is that I tried and I didn't get it. Like, I thought I was creating weight loss and I didn't get it. I
I love that
thought
you're
I was.
I
Yeah.
love that you're gonna do like you're discussing all of that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Because those are like kind of the three situations you could be in, and allowing yourself to live that moment of like, "Hey, that's me. I'm number three. I thought I created weight loss. I thought it was good enough and it wasn't. I didn't create weight loss this week. What now?" And we're gonna go from there.
I think an important conversation too, and Nadia kind of spoke to it on her things, is the conversation of stopping the gain.
Yes.
So everyone coming into this program comes in at different points. So maybe someone came into the program brand new and they just came off, oh, she's writing it down, guys. They just came off the cusp of a very slow, steady gain versus maybe someone that's coming in that's already been a Your Way weight loss member that maybe has been maintaining, but not wanting to maintain. They, with their changes, they can both make changes. The person that's steadily, slowly gaining, when you start to make changes, you actually have to change to maintenance and then change to a deficit. And I don't mean like that it has to, like you have to actually do that first, but you can consume less energy and not lose weight on the scale. It doesn't mean you did anything bad. It just means you have quite a lot of room. Your lifestyle has a more shifting than perhaps someone else in order to create a deficit. And we don't have that conversation. We're like, join a weight loss program, I'm going to melt.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
so I think that would be a great talk for the person that thought they had lost weight, but they didn't. Did you gain? Did you, and also like kind of insane how people like lose point 0.8 and they're like, didn't lose weight. Excuse me, like you know what I mean? So
I think we
that's a
need to get
good,
one of those things off Amazon that's a piece of fat, like a
yes,
pound of fat.
yeah. I like that. I don't want to forget the whole stopping the gain.
Okay, you write it down.
Kickstart. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So that was, yeah, that's really good. And then Alicia did a session, so we're recording before her session, but of losing weight after 40. And it seemed like losing weight after 40 was the category out of the three, or the journeys, should I say, that was the most popular. Why do you think? Do you think it's because our followers are over 40? Is that what's happening?
I think
We're,
so.
I'm close to 40. You're just a little bit over 40. So that's
Yeah.
kind of like our age.
Yeah. I think it's definitely the age, but I think also just the conversations that I've been having with the experiences that I've been having. Like I had several people that I talked to yesterday to just say, "Hey, welcome, super excited you're here." And they were like, "When you started talking about it, it was like you were talking to me."
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's almost like women are just it we're there that conversation isn't out there a lot. Or here's the thing, and I'm going to be vulnerable and share with you guys. It's been a long time since I've been feeling these things, but didn't want to say it out loud because again, I didn't want it to be a poor me, this is so hard, bloop conversation. And a lot of, and even though it's just like funny memes, ha ha ha, what I see out there in the world, a lot of it is like, look how hard it is. Look at what it feels like. And it's all very negative and it's all very heavy. And I didn't want to feed into that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I mean, it's almost like when the pandemic hit and everyone was like, hee hee ha ha, about the weight gain that was happening all over
Yeah.
the world, right? And
Yeah.
we were not having it. We're
No.
like, like, yeah, it's all like what? So we're just gonna sit on our couch and eat a whole tuxedo cake? Like, you know what I mean? Just because we don't get to go to work, like you could also exercise now. You have all this time because you don't have to go to work for 2 weeks, when it was just like a 2 week thing, then it became a 2 year thing. But yeah, that sometimes there's memes or like things happening on the internet and I'm like, but we're not talking about the fact that this is sad and that maybe we should work as a culture to not feed into it. And like, of course, we're humor people. We like good humor.
Yeah.
But there was always also that like kind of like underlying truth behind it that it's like, oh, but like we could also work on this as a society as well.
So, the whole program is a lot about just understanding what our bodies are going through and what that feels like. But it's so powerful, the mindset that is required in order to be on a wellness journey at this stage in your life. Like for me personally, and I'm not going to be the person that's like, oh, wait till you get to 40, because everyone experiences it so differently. And I hope that other people don't have the joint pain that I've had from as soon as I turned 40. Like, I hope that never has to happen to people.
Yeah.
But then in the same breath, if it does, I want to be a place where I show people what you can do
Yeah.
to take charge of that.
And not be in a place of just complaining. Yeah, that's what it is. You know what I mean?
I refuse to be there. And so I'm looking at this from a lens of like, what do I have control over? What am I willing to change? Like Jose and I were talking earlier just about nutrition and, my inflammation is really high. Even that word inflammation, like, how does that make you feel? Upset, right?
Yeah.
So when there's a whole list on the internet of an anti-inflammatory diet,
Right.
right? There it is.
There it is.
Okay.
Mhm.
But you have to actually want to
No
do
more
that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like you have to want that anyway. So basically, it's not me telling anyone what to do. It's like us having the as we're talking mindset. We're going to talk a lot of knowledge. There's going to be a lot of knowledge piece about like inflammation, hormones, how it's affecting your joints, what happens to your body as you age. Does your metabolism actually slow down as you age?
Right.
All of those conversations, and then really building your way, which is probably going to look different than your way looked when you were 30 and 20.
Ben oui. Just like, yes, just like when you're 30, yeah, it doesn't look the same way as you're 20 and
Yeah.
so on, no?
Yeah.
And what you're doing at 40, 50, 60, like
Yeah.
it's gonna be the
Yeah.
same, no? And it should because you're not the same human. You're not spending
No.
your time and energy this exact same way. And
Mhm.
shit happens, emotions are like just life. Okay, and would you say so the knowledge piece, I know that you love to like sit there, learn like your podcast. Is that what you've been like really feeding your brain lately?
Yeah.
Yeah. You like it? Is it like good? Is it all good news? Like, do you listen to 40 plus podcasts that are like you that have the same like let's fucking attack this, or is it more of a complaining?
There's
What I mean?
everything out there. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
you're right.
you can find everything out there. I'm really looking to find other women that are 40 and above that are taking charge and are just doing what they can.
because that's what because that's what you want. Like they
Yeah.
always say we should have coaches or mentors or friends, but I mean friends sometimes can be of all like we don't need to want the exact same things as our friends or even our
Yeah.
partners, but
Yeah.
especially if we have coaches and mentors, that's like we should be getting advice from someone that we want to be like them. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like we see that we want to be on the same journey as them. That's
Yeah.
really important, you guys. Not look like them, but live the same life as them because you cannot look like your coach.
And I feel like I've been doing more than ever, not just taking in content of like opinions and like whatever. It's like actual like science.
Okay, I see.
Like, okay, tell me about this. Okay, I need to understand this. Why is this? And it
Have you
just,
reached out to Juliet or no?
no, I haven't. I feel like he's so busy.
Yeah, he's like our science geek. But I do, okay, do you get annoyed? Let's just like put this on the table. Do you get annoyed with men coaches that say they're female experts?
Um, yes.
I follow one and I'm like,
I know
shut
who you're
up.
talking about.
Okay. I'm
He's
like,
like talking
shut
about women's
up. Like,
period.
I mean, I find it sweet that he wants to connect so much to women, but I'm like, I'm sorry, like, you just don't. You just don't.
I mean, honestly, Jose, it's the same way I feel about coaches that are coaching women how to lose weight that have never lost weight.
I know. And that is a lot.
That is the
That
majority
is the majority.
because they have the science. They just are giving you
Right.
this bit, guys, but that bit is such a tiny little piece of the puzzle.
And I do feel like a lot of these people that have never been overweight that are helping overweight women achieve weight loss still have diet culture. Like
Oh,
some of them have actually disordered thinking and eating. Um,
absolutely.
and like I like that because it's almost like a different journey, right? So I really do hope that weight loss coaches would also be healing and repairing their relationship with diet culture. And I don't think they're all doing that because they're like, look at me, I'm thin, so I'm fixed almost. And being thin does not fix you from diet culture, you guys.
No, it doesn't. And we also as people have to take responsibility of who we're hiring as well.
Right? Who we're getting our help from.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the people that are training people to literally do body recomposition, that's their job. That is a very different journey than creating weight loss for yourself. It's a
Yeah.
very different journey.
Yeah, and we've been so transparent about what our job is on the internet, and we've just not taken the job to tell you what to eat, what not to eat, what to do for exercise. What we really strive for and are passionate about is you need to know that you have access to weight loss. And I actually, said that in my coaching session, like at the beginning yesterday. I'm like, I don't like you have a right to want weight loss. I don't
I
know if you
heard
needed
that.
someone to tell you that.
Yes.
I think it's important because there's a lot of women for some reason. that just, I don't know, they don't give themselves permission to want weight loss. It's very interesting to me. Do you agree? Okay. Go ahead.
Absolutely. And I think it's a couple things. I think one, it's like the whole like body positivity movement, which I think is amazing. It has amazing qualities about it. However, it's almost, we've swung so far this way that women are almost afraid to say if they want to exist their life in a smaller body.
Unless they're like in a really, really big body. And it's like, no, you can want to change the behaviors regarding how your body feels.
Here's the thing. No, regardless of what size you are currently living your life in, no one should have an opinion on what you are doing but you.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Only you get to decide
If you
if you
want
are
change. Yeah.
existing your life in a body that opens up all the potentials.
Yeah.
Only you.
Yeah. So basically I said that. I said, like, you have a right to want weight loss. So let's just like go and like put that on the table so you can like kind of just say that out loud, say that to the people that matter in your life. Like, I want weight loss. Like, this is what I want. And also, like, you have access to weight loss and you have had access to weight loss this whole time. Like, so, like, don't like, oh, now it's different because the kids and the blah, blah, blah. You have had access to weight loss this whole fucking time. You didn't grab onto it. And this week you are like, this is, I'm choosing it this week. I've always had access to it. Now I'm opening my eyes and I'm actually grabbing it.
I'm choosing it.
Yeah. This is what I want. So I think it's kind of insane how it's just words. It's just affirmations. It's just like, okay, but everything is around how you speak. And we're a bit annoying about that, but it's just like literally, I don't care if you eat vegetables or if you eat protein or if you eat carbs.
Yep.
We don't care. That's not our job.
Nope.
It is just you have access to weight loss. And this is how
Yep.
it works. You get to choose. You get to choose if your standards and the way you want to eat includes vegetables.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's like a lot of my little conversations too. We're going to talk about alcohol, but
Yeah.
like I'm not going to say, "Oh, you're on this 7-week weight loss after 40 program, no drinking alcohol." That is
Then
not
they
for
need
me
to
to
choose.
choose.
Yeah. Yeah.
You choose. You take the information, you take experiences from others, you put it all in a little cha,
Yeah.
and then you take out what you want from it.
Yes. Maybe that's why I
Oh,
like cha.
I wonder if I cried because everything just feels so good right now too. And I'm just like,
Maybe.
I feel so proud of the service that we're providing at Your Way Weight Loss. And I've just had so many incredible conversations with people who have rejoined or recently joined, and they're just so grateful. And we're making a difference in their lives.
I mean, like our service has really been at its best for a couple years now.
Agreed.
And it's been hard for us to not see growth because of it.
Yeah,
And I think that's why it's been hard for us to be like, hello, like this is it. Like we can change your life. Like I know we can change people's lives.
I
I don't know
know.
if you're going to be thinner by 50 pounds, 10 pounds, 7 pounds, 100 pounds. I know I can make a difference, a very positive impact in your life. That I know for sure, that we are very confident that we have that our service has the ability to do that. But then we realize that the person needs to want a better life, needs to want to optimize their life in order for our service to work. Does that make sense?
And they need to
Um,
want to not just optimize their life, they need to want to figure it out.
oh yeah, the behaviors that come with it, and that is experience. Like experience is a part of the journey. And honestly, I said to them a million times, you need to feel excited. Like you needed to feel excited to figure out what was happening with your body after
Yeah.
40. I
Yeah.
want this so much. Like I'm excited to try this. Like it
Yeah.
needs to be at that point and not like dreading it.
Yeah.
Again. Like you know what I mean? And
And
you
not
can be
like,
disappointed. You can be disappointed from excitement though.
oh, I was disappointed many of times,
Yeah.
but what I didn't do was give up. And I was like, nope, I will
Yeah,
figure
no.
out a way
Yeah.
to feel better in my body after 40. I refuse to live this way.
And the only way that you refuse to give up, like you said, is your perspective of, I was hopeful. This shitty thing happened. I'm disappointed. You need to shift your perspective. Okay, I have other options. This, I still have access to it. I can figure this out. I can wait a little bit. Like your perspective needs to be quite positive. That's where your mindset kicks in. That's where it's important. Not giving up is hiding behind mindset. Not giving up is not hiding behind a specific meal plan or a specific exercise plan. Like, oh, if you do this, this is for life. Like, not giving up is that balance and that dance that you do with your life. I'm not giving up right now. But in order for you to do that, is perspective, a positive attitude towards your life. Like it needs to be positive. Okay, so we're gonna be cut out of Zoom now. This was an amazing conversation. Let's keep it up on the internet. Follow us, do your thing. Send us a DM if you want more information on our insurance covered option. And if you're ready to join, you can definitely watch last week's sessions and get caught up. You're never too late. It's never too late. You can optimize your life today. All right, perfect. Okay, bye, you guys.
Bye.